Hi everyone. Today I will be discussing with you a topic that is under nature of mathematics in the modern world. So the first thing that I will be discussing with you is about the mathematical language, syntax and rules. Okay. The second one would be about the three characteristics of mathematical language. And then after that, we will be differentiating expressions from sentences. And lastly, we are going to discuss conventions in the mathematical language. So in this part, we will be translating English phrases to mathematical equation. So let's begin. So mathematical language and symbols, syntax, and rules. The first thing that we must know here is what is language. So language is a system of conventional spoken, manual or sign, or written symbols by means of which human beings, as members of a social group and participants in its culture, express themselves. Below are some of the symbols which are commonly used in mathematics. So when we say language, it is our medium to express ourselves to one another. Okay? For us to be able to understand one another, we should have common language. And that language can be a spoken language, it could be a manual or signed language or written symbols. Now in mathematics, these are the symbols that we can use in understanding mathematics. Okay, for us to be able to understand mathematics, we should able to learn also the language of mathematics. And language of mathematics includes this following symbols. Okay. First, we have the 10 digits. We have here the 0, 1, 2 hanggang 9. Okay. The operations, we have the four basic operations, which are addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. Then we also have variables A, B, C, X, and Y. We can also use other letters in the alphabet as our variables. And then we also have the sets. We have the symbols that we're using um, in a topic called sets. Okay, we have this following symbols. Okay, i-discuss pa natin yan sa mga susunod pa nating discussion. Then we have the set notations. Okay, we have the name of the sets. Set N, set W, Z, Q, and then R. Okay? We have the special symbols. These are the following symbols that we can also use in mathematics, such as the phi value, we have the infinity, the not equal sign, etc. Okay? So I'm just showing you the following symbols that are used in mathematical language. Okay? Next, we also have symbols in logic. Okay, this will be discussed also in following topics that we're going to be discussing on okay, mathematics in the modern. Now we have six of the language. What are the three characteristics of the language? First, we have precise, meaning it can make very fine distinctions among set of symbols. So when we say precise in mathematics, mathematics uses a well-defined symbols and rules that eliminate ambiguity. Okay? When we say ambiguity, merong distinction. Kumbaga yung bawat symbol natin, meron siyang unique interpretation. Hindi tayo magugulo na itong symbol na to ay maraming meaning. Okay? Meron siyang distinct interpretation. Okay? Then, the second one is it actually express long sentences. So yung mga long or complex ideas or concepts in mathematics, it can be expressed using symbols, right? Kaya sinasabi natin na yung language of mathematics is concise because it can shorten. long sentences with the use of symbols, like formulas. Okay. Lastly, language of mathematics is powerful. Why? Because it quantity complex thoughts. Um, the language of mathematics is considered powerful because it provides tools to describe, analyze, and solve problems across various fields, like in physics, right? And also in economics. Nagagamit natin yung language ng mathematics. So, very complex yung mga bagay na yun. And mathematics can make us understand those ideas under physics and ideas under economics and also in different fields. Okay, like in business, in architecture, in engineering. The language of high essential for us to be able to understand the concepts in different fields. Okay, so these are the characteristics that you should know about the language of mathematics. Now, what is the difference between expression and sentence? Now, let us have the definition first. Expression, it can be compared to an English noun. Its arrangement of mathematical object on interest is correct. It does not make a complete thought. It cannot be determined as true or false. You take note of this, that an expression cannot be determined whether it's true or false. I'll give some examples later for you to understand the difference between expression and sentence. Then expression, the most common expression types are numbers, sets, and functions. Okay, examples. So ito, class, yung 100, it is just an expression because it does not express a complete thought. In mathematics, para masabi natin complete thought, dapat meron tayong symbols like equal sign, pwede ring less than, greater than, pwede ring not equal, or yung less than or equal, tsaka greater than or equal. Etong mga to, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yang limang yan, kapag nakita niyo yan na symbol, ibig sabihin, yun ay sentence, hindi na siya expression. Okay, pero pag absent to, kung alin man dyan, absent yan lahat, yan ay expression lang. Okay? On the other hand, sentence, it can be compared to an English sentence. It is a correct arrangement of mathematical symbols that states a complete thought. Okay, yun yung difference nila. Expression does not express a complete thought, while sentence does express a complete thought. Okay? It can be true or always true, false or always false, or sometimes true, sometimes false. The most common mathematical sentences are equations and inequalities where the verb is. Ito mga to. Yung mga sinulat ko. Ito rin yung mga yon. Okay? Example ng mga sentences natin. Una, 3 plus 12 equals 15. Okay? Since we can answer or we can determine whether it's true or false, therefore, this statement is considered a sentence. Okay? Kasi meron tayong equal sign dito. So, maa-identify mo kung yan ba ay tama or mali. Okay? Kapag siya ay answerable by true or false, therefore, it is a sentence. Another, x equals 12. So, it is answerable true or false. Why? Kasi yung x equals 12, meron tayong symbol na equal sign, di ba? So, yan ay automatic na um, sentence kasi meron tayong symbol na equal sign. So, x equals 12 is a sentence. 3 plus 12 equals 312. As you can see, the answer here is incorrect. So, we write here false. It is a false statement. But whether it's if we're going to identify whether it is an expression or a sentence, regardless kung true siya or false, our answer is sentence. Kasi na-identify mo kung tama or mali. At the same time, meron nga tayo nakikitang symbol na equal sign. Balik tayo sa expression. ito, yung mga example dito, itong 100. Pag tinanong ko kayo, is 100, is that true or false? You cannot answer whether it's true or false because the thought is not complete, right? Unless maglalagay tayo ng inequality or equality symbols. For example, 100 greater than 5. Ngayon, kompleto na yung thought kasi masasagot na natin kung tama yan o mali. Is 100 greater than 5? Is that true or false? In this case, this is true. Since kaya natin sagutin ng true, therefore, yan ay sentence na. Pero pag hindi, that is just an expression. Okay? Another, a name of a set. Yung mga name of a set kasi, you can name a set with the use of any letters in the alphabet. So, halimbawa, A. Is that true or false? We don't know, right? Kasi hindi naman kompleto yung thought. The same with this. 3 times the quantity of x plus 12. Okay? We cannot answer whether it's true or false unless maglalagay tayo ng equal sign dito tapos lagyan natin ng value, for example, 2. This is already a sentence. So that's the difference between expression and sentence. Okay? Now, let's do the following. Number 1, 3x plus 12y. Okay? Para mas madali natin ma-identify kung yan ay expression or sentence, kapag ka sentence, kailangan makakita tayo ng symbols like equal sign, not equal sign, less than, greater than, less than or equal, or greater than or equal. Kapag present yung mga yan, yan ay sentence. Pero kapag expression, absent naman yung mga yan. For example, number 1, 3x plus 12y. It does not have any of these symbols, right? So therefore, it is just an expression. Okay? So number 1 is expression. Number 2 tayo. A hexagon is a six-sided polygon. So, ito kompleto yung thought. Therefore, it is a sentence. Why did I say it has a complete thought? It expresses a complete thought because there is a subject, which is the hexagon, and it is being described as a six-sided polygon. So, this is our predicate. So, yan ay sentence, like in English sentence, right? Number 3, 4 times 5 equals 9. So, you can see here the equal sign. So, therefore, it is a sentence. Okay? Number 4, m plus a minus t divided by m is just a or an expression. Kasi it does not have any of these symbols. Therefore, the thought is not complete. So that's how we differentiate expression from sentence. Okay, next, let us proceed with conventions in the mathematical language. So in this part of our lesson, we will be translating, okay, the word into symbols sa math. So para magawa natin yon, kailangan familiar muna tayo. What are the words that we're using to signify addition or plus sign? Okay, what are the words that we can use to signify subtraction or minus sign? And this one, times or the multiplication symbol, and then this is the division symbol. So under addition, we have the word plus, we have the word more, and we also have the word more than. Then we also have the word added to, sum of, increased by, and exceeds by. So lahat ng words na yan nag-signify ng addition symbol. So whenever you encounter word problems and you saw this following words, you have uh, to use addition symbol kapag ilalagay mo na siya into equation or to mathematical symbols. Then what are the words under subtraction? We have the minus, right? We have subtracted from, difference of, decreased by. We have the word less and the word less than. Yan yung mga minus. Pag naman multiplication, we have the word times, di ba? 1 times 2, 2 times 1, etc. Then we also have multiplied by, product of, okay? Twice and the thrice. Okay, yung twice class, ibig sabihin yan ay 2. Yung thrice, ang ibig sabihin ay 3. Okay? We have also doubled, which means 2 also. We have tripled, which means 3. Okay? So, kunyari, triple 5. Okay, triple the 5. So, ibig sabihin nun ay 3 times 5. Kasi triple means 3, tapos yung 5. So, ipagta-times mo lang, 3 times 5, that is equal to 15. Double the number 7. Double the number 7, so you have 2 times 7, that is equal to 14. Okay, that's how you use those words under multiplication. Now, we have in division, class, are the following: divided by, quotient of, ratio of, reciprocal of. Okay? So, para mas maintindihan natin, class, meron na akong ditong ibibigay na examples. Halimbawa, 5 exceeds by x is 8. Okay, meron lang akong i-emphasize dito sa addition. Sa addition, ang ginagawa lang naman diyan, ito, the 5. Ilalagay natin siya into symbols. So, lagyan natin dito 5, then exceeds by. So, this is a verb. What does it mean? Are we going to use the symbol of addition, subtraction, multiplication, or division? So, hanapin lang natin yung exceeds by sa apat na operations na to. Under ba siya ng addition, subtraction, multiplication, or division? So as you can see, that is under addition. So we're going to use the word plus. So 5 exceeds by, so 5 plus. So yung exceeds by, naging plus na siya. Then you put here x. So 5 plus x. Okay? Now, meron tayong word dito na is. Yung is na yung class, that means equal sign. So, lagay nyo lang is or equals 8. And this is going to be your final answer. Okay? What about this second example? Okay, 5 added to x is 8. 5 added to x is 8. So, lagyan natin dito 5. Kung ano yung unang nakasulat, yun yung unang yung ilalagay. So, added to. So, you look at the table again. Where can you see the word added to or the phrase added to? That is still under addition. So, gagamit kayo ng 5 plus. So 5 plus, yung added to magiging plus. Then you write here again the term x. So you have 5 plus x. Then the word is, that is equal, then 8. But it is not yet the final answer. So the final answer here will become, itong 5 na to class na nakikita ninyo, wait lang, pakita ko, yung 5 tsaka yung x na nakikita ninyo, 5 at saka x, ay pagpapalitin ninyo ng position. Okay, it will become x plus 5 equals 8. Okay, yung dalawang number sa pagkita na pinagigitnaan ng addition symbol ay pagbabalik na rin nyo, magiging x plus 5 equals 8. So, maybe some of you might be asking, Sir, bakit dito sa problem number 1 natin, hindi natin pinagbaliktad? Yung 5, kinopya natin. Exceeds by, naging plus. Yung x, kinopya natin. Tapos yung is, ginawang equals is 8. Tapos final answer na kaagad. It's because, class, when you try to use the word exceeds by, yung mga word na may by, exceeds by, ano pa ba yung ito, increase by, yan, yung mga phrase na may word na by, kung paano mo siya binasa, ganun mo na siya isusulat. Okay, pero kapag gumamit kayo ng word na added to at saka yung word na more than, okay, tandaan nyo to ha. Kapag gumamit kayo ng word na added to at saka more than, kapag ka sinulat mo na kung paano mo siya binasa, pagbabaliktarin mo yung position ng dalawang number na pinagigitnaan ng addition symbol. Okay? Kailan mo ginagawa yun? Kapag gumamit tayo ng word na added to at saka word na more than. Ganun din sa minus sign. Kapag gumamit ka ng word na less than, tsaka yung subtracted from. Okay? Subtracted from. So you will be interchanging the position. Okay? So our final answer here is x plus 5 equals 8. Okay? Let's give another example. Burahin ko muna to. Okay, next example natin. Okay, 5 more x is 8. So dito meron tayong 5 more x is 8. So lagay tayo dito ng 5. And then yung word na more, that means addition again, right? So 5 plus. Tapos yung x, lagay natin, x. Tapos yung is, magiging equal sign and 8. Now, is this our final answer? Or we still have to interchange the two terms na pinagigitnaan ng plus sign? Since ang ginamit na word ay more lang, wala yung word na than, kung paano mo binasa, yun na yung pagkakasulat niya. This is going to be your final answer. Okay? Now, another example. 5 more than x is 8. So, ito may word na than. So, 5 more than. So, lagay mo dito 5. Then, yung word na more than, that means plus. Okay? Magiging 5 plus. Then, x, lagay mo. Tapos, equals 8. But, it is not yet your final answer since we use the word than, yung more than, we will be interchanging the two terms. Ano yung dalawang terms? Yung pinagigitnaan ko ng plus sign. So, 5 plus x, so magiging x plus 5. Pinagpalit yung position. And then, as is lang to, yung equals saka 8. So, this is going to be your final answer. Okay? Let me just emphasize yung paggamit ay kung kailan kayo mag interchange ng position. Halimbawa, ang ginamit na word ay, kunyari, 3 less than, okay, less than x is 5. So, lagay nyo dito, 3. Ito yung magiging answer natin, answer. So, 3, tapos yung word na less than, instead of using plus sign, you're gonna be using the minus sign. Kasi less na yan less than. So, minus, lagay mo yung x, then yung is, that is equal sign, 5. So 3 minus x equals 5. But it is not yet the final answer because we use the word than in our given. We will be interchanging the position of the two terms na pinagigitnaan naman ng minus sign. So instead na isulat mo yung final answer as 3 minus x, you are going to write x minus 3 equals 5. So this is going to be your final answer. We interchange the position because of the word than. Okay, para mas magets niyo, let's have the following examples here. Now, 12 more than thrice a number. 12 more than thrice a number. So, sulat muna natin yung 12. Tayo ng kulay ng pen para mas makita. Ayan, mas kita to. Okay, 12. Lagyan natin 12. Tapos yung more than, that means addition, right? So, lagay mo plus. And then, yung word na thrice. How are we going to put this into symbol? Pag sinabing thrice, anong number yan? That means 3. And that means multiplication. Kasi kung babalikan natin, ito, thrice, ito yun, no? Under siya ng multiplication. Ibig sabihin, magta-times tayo nung katabi niya. Thrice what? Okay, look. So, 12, sinulat ko 12, then more than plus, then yung thrice, lagyan natin dito 3. Then ito, pag nakita niyo itong phrase na to, a number, that means you are going to represent this using any variable or any letters in the alphabet. So you may use any letter, you may use A, B, C, D hanggang letter Z. But for us to have a uniform answer, whenever you see a number, itong term na to, a number, you are going to use the variable x. Okay? Para pare-pare. So, thrice, 3, tas a number, lagyan mo lang yung x sa tabi niya. Bakit dapat magkatabi? Kasi that means multiplication. 3 times x. So, 3x. So, 12 plus 3x. The question here, is this the final answer? Okay? Check natin yung final answer. Ang final answer ay 3x plus 12. This is the correct one. O ano nangyari? We interchange the position of the two terms. At yung two terms, yung 12 at saka yung 3x. Pinagpalit natin sila kasi gumamit tayo ng word na more than. Okay? So it will become 3x mapupunta dito sa unahan then yung 12 mapupunta dun sa dulo. Kaya meron tayong 3x plus 12. Okay? So, let's have another example para mas mag-gets ninyo. Okay, next. 9 less the sum of x and y. 9 less the sum of x and y. So, we write here first 9. Less, yung word na less, what does it mean? Is that addition, subtraction, multiplication, or division? The word less means subtraction. So, you will be writing here the symbol of subtraction or minus sign. And then the sum of. Pag sinabing the sum of gas, pag nakita nyo na itong preposition na to, itong word na of, okay? Kunyari, the sum of, sulat ko para alam ninyo. Pero meron ding the difference of, difference of. Tapos the product. Pwede rin the quotient of. Puro may of. Kapag nakita niyo yung mga terms na yan, yung may mga of, gagamit po kayo ng parentheses, the grouping symbols. Okay? Kunyari, the sum of, pag sinabing the sum of, merong babanggiting dalawang terms. Ano yon? Depende kung ano yung ibibigay. Dito, sa given natin, 9 less the sum of, nakalagay dito, x and y. So, yung x and y, yung ilalagay mo sa loob ng parenthesis. Pag sinabing the sum of, addition yung nasa loob. The difference of, minus yung nasa loob. The product of, yan ay times. Or, pwede mo siyang i-express gamit ang dalawang parenthesis. Kunyari, the product of x and y. So, x and y. Paghiwalay mo lang sila sa parenthesis. So, x times y. Okay? The quotient of, yan naman ay divide. Ang divide, pwede mo na siyang i-express using fraction. Kunyari, the quotient of x and y. So, x divided by y or pwede rin x over y. Okay? Dito, balik tayo sa given natin. 9 less the sum of x and y. So, less minus the sum of, gawa tayo ng parenthesis kasi meron tayong of what? The sum, di ba? So, lagay kayo ng plus sa gitna niyan. Tapos, lagay niyo yung dalawang terms. Ano yung dalawang terms? X and y. So, lagay mo x at saka y. So, sulat natin ulit, 9 minus the sum of x and y. Now, these are the two terms, 9 tsaka yung x plus y. Is this going to be our final answer? Or we still have to interchange the position of the two terms? Ito yung two terms, 1. Kasi ito, considered to as one term kasi naka-group sila as 1. Nasa loob sila ng isang parenthesis. The question is, are we going to interchange the position of the two? Magiging ano ba siya? X plus y, parenthesis, tapos minus 9. The correct answer is no. Ito na po yung magiging final answer natin. Let me show you. 9 minus x, the quantity or the sum of x plus y. Bakit hindi tayo nag-interchange? Because we did not use the word than. Okay, or we did not use the word subtracted from or added to. Okay, or more than. Ang ginamit nandito ay word na less. Kaya we don't need to interchange the position. Okay? Now let's have the next example. Okay, the product of twice x and the square of y. So, the product of, meron na naman tayong of na ginamit dito. Pag tayo ulit ng pen, di nakikita. Okay, the product of, ibig sabihin po ng product of, gagamit ka na naman ng parenthesis. Pero pag product po, special to, dalawang parenthesis ang gagamitin ninyo. Okay, dalawang pairs ng parenthesis. Okay? So, ano ilalagay mo sa unang pair ng parenthesis? Basahin natin, the product of what? Twice x. Mahalaga na malaman nyo na saan yung word na end kasi yan yung nagsiseparate sa dalawang pairs ng parentheses. So yung word na end, meron ditong twice x sa kaliwa niya, tapos meron ditong the square of y. Ito yung una na ilalagay mo sa parentheses, ito yung pangalawa, the square of y. So twice x, ang twice, ibig sabihin po niyan ay 2. So may katabing x kasi ang twice ay under siya ng multiplication. Look, ang twice ay under ng multiplication. So, ibig sabihin ng twice ay 2. So, balikan natin do'n, lagay mo lang 2 plus x, twice x. Tapos sa kabila, 'di ba may word na na-end, ibig sabihin lilipat ka na sa kabilang parenthesis, the square of y, okay? The square of y, ibig sabihin ng the square ay raised to 2, okay? Raised to 2. Ibig sabihin ng raised to 2, power of 2, exponent of 2. Okay? So, lagay mo square of y, lagay mo yung y, tapos lagyan mo siya ng squared. Ang iba na ginagawa diyan ay yung iba na mali ang ginagawa ay 2y ang ginagawa nila. The square of y kasi daw ang square ay 2 tapos may y, ginawa lang 2y. That is wrong. Okay, pag sinabing the square of y, merong 2 pero as exponent ng y. So this is the correct answer. Okay? So, since di ka naman gumamit ng plus or minus, wala kang iintindihin kung magi-interchange or hindi. So, yan ay product lang naman. So, dalawang parentheses, ito yung magiging sagot natin. So, meron tayong 2x, meron tayong y squared. Another example. Okay, this one. Z added to 8 is 20. So, the first thing that you should write here is the word and the term Z. Okay, lagay mo Z. Lang hindi kita. Okay, the term Z Z, tas added to. The term added to meaning plus. Okay, lagay tayo ng plus. Then 8. Yung 8, lagay mo lang into symbol ng 8. Z added to 8. Yan na yun. Tapos yung term na is, sabi ko kanina, pag meron kayo nakitang term na is, lagay nyo lang equal sign. Equals, tapos 20. Okay, is this the final answer? Eh, since gumamit tayo ng plus sign class, ito yung alamin mo anong ginamit nating word para sa plus sign na yan. Yung term na ginamit ay added to. Okay, are we going to interchange the position of the two numbers na pinagigitnaan ng plus? The answer is yes, kasi yung word na added to, yan yung sinasabi ko sa inyo na kapag gumamit ng added to, tsaka more than, added to, ito yung mga terms tsaka yung subtracted from, tsaka less than. Actually yan, yung mga terms na yan, yan yung mag interchange ng position. Kapag hindi yan ginamit, mga yan, ay as is na lang. Kung paano mo binasa, yun ang pagkakasunod. So, added to, magpalit tayo ng position. Ang pagpapalitin nyo lang, hindi nakasama yung equals 20. Yung dalawang terms lang na pinagigitnaan ng plus sign. So, magiging 8 plus z equals 20. So, that is your final answer. Okay? Okay, last example for this slide. Okay, look. Ito special naman to. Meron akong bagong ituturo. 9 is less than the sum of x and y. Okay, 9 is less than the sum of x and y. So you write here first 9. Meron tayong term na is. Okay, di ba sabi ko pag may is, gaya nito, gumagamit kayo ng equal sign. Pero kapag yung is dito, sinundan ng term na less than, tsaka greater than, or more than. Basta ito gumamit tayo ng term na is, tapos sinundan mo ng more than, or term na less than, magkatabi sila, or greater than, or lower than. Okay? Ang ibig sabihin ng mga symbols na yan ay mismong less than symbol at saka greater than symbol. Okay? So ito is less than, hindi ka mag-i-equal sign dyan, mali yun. Okay? Instead, ang gagamitin mo ay yung less than symbol. Okay, magiging ganito. 9, tapos is less than, magiging less than. Tapos, tuloy mo na, the sum of. Naalala nyo, ginamit natin the sum of kanina dito. gagamit tayo ng parenthesis. Sum of what? Anong ilalagay mo sa loob? Yung x at saka y. Kasi nakalagay dito, the sum of x and y. So, lagay mo dyan, x plus y. Huwag nyo kakalimutan yung plus kasi gumamit ka ng word na sum. Okay? And dito, baka malito rin kayo, gumamit tayo ng less than pero hindi nyo na i-interchange yung position. Kasi yung less than dito, hindi naman siya ginamit as minus sign. Ginamit siya as yung symbol talaga ng less than. Kasi nga may word na is. Okay? So, ito na yung magiging final answer nyo. No more interchanging of positions, opposition that's gonna be happening. Okay? So, yun na yung magiging final answer nyo. Look, 9 less than the sum of x and y. Okay, halimbawa wala yung word na is. Tanggalin natin yung word na is. Okay, burayin natin yan. Ulit-ulit. Okay, halimbawa wala yung term na is. Paano kaya magiging sagot natin? Burayin ko lang yung is halimbawa. Okay, ito ay 9 less than lang. So, lagay mo lang 9. Tapos yung less than, hindi mo siya ilalagay as less than symbol. Ang less than na yan ay magiging minus. Okay, kasi wala naman ng is sa unahan. So, 9 less than the sum of x and y. So, lagay mo this parenthesis x and y, x plus y, and close with parenthesis. Okay? Now, is this the final answer? It is not yet the final answer. Since we use the word less than as minus sign at meron tayong word na than na ginamit, i-interchange natin position. Yung dalawang terms na pinagigitnaan ng minus sign. So, 9 at saka yung x plus y. Pagpalitin mo yung position, magiging sa unahan na yung x plus y. Okay, tapos minus pa rin, tapos nito yung 9. This is going to be your final answer. Okay, let's have another set of examples. Okay, 1. The sum of 4 and the square of a number is 3 more than a number. Okay, mahaba siya pero basic lang naman yung mga terms na ginamit. Okay, unang-unang kailangan mong i-translate itong the sum of. Okay, i-pause natin. Pause nyo, class. Kung kaya yung sagutan, pause nyo bago ko i-reveal yung sagot. Okay? So, ang magiging sagot dito, class, ay the sum of, ibig sabihin, gawa ka ng parenthesis na may plus sa gitna. Sino yung dalawang terms na nasa loob ng parenthesis? Tutuloy natin pagbasa. The sum of, merong word na end. Yan yung nag-separate sa dalawang terms na ilalagay mo doon. Okay? 4 and what? The square of a number. Hanggang dito. The square of a number. Hindi pwedeng the square lang. Okay? Kasi ano yun? Hindi natin alam. Square ng ano? Square of a number. Hanggang dyan muna. So, lagay mo yung 4 dito. Tapos, the square of a number. Pag sinabing the square, yan ay raised to 2. Raised to 2. Tapos, of what? A number. Sabi ko sa inyo, pag nakita niyo yung phrase na yan, you're going to use any letter in the alphabet as your variable. So sabi ko, para uniform ang magiging sagot, yung a number will be represented using the term x. Okay? The square of a number meaning x squared. Yan yung nasa loob ng parentheses. So yan yung the sum of 4 and the square of a number. Next, ituloy natin. Merong word that is. Okay? At yung is dyan, ang katabi niya ay 3, hindi naman yung more than. Okay? So yung is na yan, magiging equal sign. Tapos lagay mo yung 3. Okay? 3. Tapos yung word na more than, i-translate natin. Yung more than na yan, magiging plus sign. Okay? So magiging plus what? A number. More than a number. Yung a number ay x, right? So 3 plus x. Is this our final answer? Okay? It is not yet the final answer. Tandaan nyo, iisipin nyo lagi kung final answer na ba to o hindi. Kapag hindi pa, ibig sabihin meron kang i-interchange na positions. Okay? Since gumamit tayo ng plus dito, tsaka dito, etong plus na to, hindi mo na i-interchange yung position ng 4 tsaka x squared. Kasi ang term naman na ginamit dyan, kaya siya naging plus, ay yung the sum of. Okay? Okay na yan. Ito, yung plus dito, kaya siya nagka-plus dyan kasi gumamit tayo ng word na more than. At kapag gumamit tayo ng word na more than, we will be interchanging the position. Nino, ni 3 at saka ni x. So it will become 4 plus x squared and close with parentheses. Kinopya ko lang. Tapos equal sign. Instead na 3 plus x, magiging x plus 3. This is going to be your final answer. Okay? So next, what about this? 2 added to the cube of x. 2 added to the cube of x. So lagay ko muna yung 2. Next term is added 2, meaning ay plus. So plus. To the cube. The cube, ang the cube para siyang the square. Pero ang the cube raised to 3. Okay? Ibig sabihin, maglalagay ka ng exponent ng 3. Kanino? Of x. So magiging 2 plus x cube. Are we going to use parentheses here? The answer is no. Kasi hindi naman tayo gumamit ng the sum of, the difference of, okay, yung mga terms na yun. Doon ka lang gagamit ng parentheses. So this is your answer. Now, is this the final answer? Since we use addition, alamin mo kung mag-i-interchange or hindi. So since we use the term added to, we have to interchange the position of the two terms. Itong 2 at saka yung x cubed. So it will become, yung final answer natin ay x cubed plus 2. Okay? Next. Okay, look at this. A number less 5. A number less 5. So, a number daw. A number meaning x, right? Tapos less meaning minus, tapos yung 5. So, the answer is x minus 5. We use the symbol of minus sign here. So, we need to ask ourselves whether it's the final answer already or not yet. So, are we going to interchange? Etong minus sign, nagkaroon niya ng minus sign kasi gumamit tayo ng word na less. Since less naman yan, hindi siya less than, we don't need to interchange the position of the two terms, which are the x and the 5. So this is going to be your final answer, or x minus 5. Okay? As simple as that. Next. What about this? A number less than 5. A number less than 5. So, a number pa rin, lagay mo x. Then yung less than, lagay mo dyan ay minus sign, tapos 5. So, x minus 5. Is this the final answer? Or do we still need to interchange the position? So, saan ba nanggaling yung minus sign? From the term or from the phrase less than? So, since may word na than, we're going to interchange the position of the two terms, which are x and 5. So, it will become 5 minus x. This is going to be your final answer. Okay? Next one. What about this? A number is less than 5. So may less than na naman. Pero this time, merong word na is. So a number muna tayo. A number meaning x. So a number, x yan. Yung is, hindi mo siya i-interpret na equal sign kasi meron siyang katabing less than. So is less than. So gagamit ka ng mismong symbol na less than. Okay, is less than. Tapos, lagay mo yung 5. So x is less than 5. Do we need to interchange the position of the two? The answer is no. Just because we use here or you saw here less than doesn't mean na mag-i-interchange ka kaagad ng position. Kasi yung less than dito, hindi naman siya ginamit as minus sign. So no need to interchange the position. Ginamit siya as less than. Kaya this is going to be your final answer. Eh paano pag nakakita ko dito, a number, dagdagan lang natin, is less than or equal. Minsan may ganito eh, or equal to 5. So, ano magiging sagot? A number meaning x. Is, tas may katabing less than meaning less than symbol. Tapos may or equal, hindi ka maglalagay dito ng equal sign. Okay? Ang ilalagay mo na symbol ng or equal ay dito. Lagay ka ng line dyan. So, burayin natin yung equal sign. So, less than or equal, yan yung line ng or equal. Tapos lagay mo yung 5. And this is your final answer. Tandaan nyo na pag may word na or equal, ilalagay mo na siya sa ilalim ng less than. Pag naman is more than or equal, ito yung symbol. Is more than, ganito yung symbol ng more than. Tapos lagay mo lang or equal sa ilalim. So that's the symbol. Okay? Next. Okay, last one. The product of 7 and the sum of a number and square of y. Okay, medyo mahaba. Okay, simulan natin. The product of. Ang sabi ko kanina, pag gumamit kayo ng the product of, gagamit kayo ng two pairs of parentheses. Okay, ito yung first pair, ito yung second pair. Ano ilalagay mo sa first pair? Hanapin mo yung word na end. Ito yung word na end, yan yung nagsiseparate. Okay, ito yung unang end, diba? So, ito yung unang ilalagay mo sa pair ng parentheses. So, 7. Meaning ng end, lipat ka na daw sa kabilang parentheses. Ang ilalagay mo dyan, yung mga kasunod, ito lahat. Okay? The sum of. The sum of. So, ilalagay mo dito, the sum of. So, pag sinabi the sum of, lagay ka ng parentheses. Since may parentheses na dito, you don't need to put another parentheses. Okay? The sum of nino, a number, meaning x. So, lagay mo dito x. Since sum yan, gagamit yan ng word na plus. So, plus, anong na symbol na plus. The sum of, so, x plus, and yung kabila, lalagay mo dyan ay the square of y. The square, meaning raised to power of 2. Tapos may y. Raised square of y, meaning y raised to 2. Okay? And this is the final answer. So, i-rewrite lang natin. Unang parenthesis, 7. Tapos yung term na end, meaning kabilang parenthesis ka na. The sum of, ibig sabihin gagamit ka ng plus. Sino yung pagpa-plus mo sa loob ng parenthesis na to? Sabi, see a number, that means x. Tapos, and the square of y. Square of y meaning plus y squared. This is the final answer. So, that's it. That's all about mathematical language.